Bienvenidos todos a mi canal. My name is Areli. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be making a video on how I meal prep using Notion. I am a full-time student. I work part-time. I have hobbies. I have goals. This video is for those of you who are just completely new to meal prepping. However, before I dive into this video, I really want to acknowledge what's going on right now. We're seeing a lot of ICE showing up, and so I just want to put it out there that there are resources, that there are things that we can do. Call our representatives. We keep each other alert. This morning, there was an ICE raid that happened 5 minutes away from where my parents work. I hope all of you just take a minute to actually learn, educate yourself on what to do if ICE ever does come to your home, your workplace, or you can share these recursos to your parents, just in case, like, you know, things are starting to actually feel very real. Like, we are being targeted, we are being seen as like criminals, for persecuting a group of people for just trying to make a living and trying to take care of their family and trying to better their lives. Shout out to everyone who's raising awareness, because I know a lot of Latino influencers are gonna sweep this under the rug because of their brand deals, their sponsorships, but for me this is important because this is my community. I know that's such a bitter tone, but that needed to be said. Without further ado, let me just give you guys a little tour of my meal prepping and how I'm gonna make your life more easier by following this meal planner, whatever you want to call it, to organize your food, understand your nutrition, and just make grocery shopping less of a hassle. Let me give you all a preview of my Notion meal planner. On the side here we have a navigation bar with the recipes, meal planner, shopping list, ingredients, nutrition guide, and any recipe blogs that I like to reference. So here we have our recipes database. So this is the main bulk of why I began meal prepping. So I like to categorize my meals and my recipes by breakfast, lunch, dinner, dessert, 5 stars. As you can see here, I have various categories, and I was able to filter the database to match the specific categories that I want, just to make this more organized and it's not super overwhelming. For example, let's say I want to meal prep this smoothie, this best green smoothie recipe. Here I usually put various properties. These are type, so as in, is this breakfast, lunch, dinner? I have a rating. I include the prep time, cooking time, servings, total time. This is a function, so it'll calculate the amount of time it takes to prep and the amount of time it takes to cook in minutes. And then here I always include the recipe link because I love referencing the actual chef that created this recipe. And then here I include calories in case you are on a calorie deficit. And then we have protein. If your goals are to, you know, increase your protein intake, then this is perfect. And then I just like to include if this is the first time I've ever cooked it. And then I have ingredients. So this is attached and related to another separate database of all the ingredients I have and use in my kitchen. I'll share that with you all in a bit. But for now, we'll just leave that blank. And then here, meal planner. This is another relation to the weekly meal planner that I use. And typically I just ignore this. But these are the main properties that I like to have on display. Template is always going to be recycled every time I want to add a new recipe. So click on this downward arrow. Here it says templates for recipes, so you can add a new template or you can use this one and make it default. And so here I've just had all the properties that I want in this ingredients and directions boxes here, just because those are basically all I need. I don't need to add more extra stuff unless I want to go crazy. Let's look at some for lunch. So we have, oh my gosh, this BBQ chicken protein pizza looks so good. This is a lunch. I haven't tried the food. I haven't tried this recipe yet, so I'm not going to rate it. Prep time, 10 minutes. This looks so delicious. Like, I really want to make this now. Okay, so these are all the ingredients, and then directions. I just copy the directions here. And there we go, voila, we did it. So sometimes the formatting is off. Perfect. Now we have our ingredients, directions for our recipe, and when it comes to adding the cover, I'll usually go here and then I'll put copy image address, that way I don't have to download the image. Paste, there we go, voila. So now we have our first recipe on our database. Let's give it a title before we finalize this recipe. BBQ chicken protein pizza. And then I'll add an icon just to make it fun. A little pizza here. There we go. So now we have our BBQ chicken protein pizza. So when I'm, hungry and I'm looking for a lunch idea, bam, it's right there. So properties are here. If I want to view the calories, you can include that there. If I want to view the recipe link, you can include that there. But it's really up to you. I like a just clean, simple view. So moving on, I have the meal planner. So here are links to the databases, but you can also scroll down and you will find the meal planner. Something that you can do to plan your meals in advance. For instance, today I had a cottage cheese toast for breakfast. For lunch, I had a yogurt bowl. For dinner, I'm going to be having this sheet pan salmon, asparagus, and potatoes, which is yummy. And then for snacks, you can include any snacks, homemade snacks that you're making. So yeah, this is just a super convenient way to meal plan your week. And as someone who is trying to do 75 hard, this is literally a game changer because I know in advance what I'm gonna eat and I don't have to go through the stress of being like, I should just eat out, save my time. Down here I have my ingredients database with every ingredient that I use in the kitchen. So I have created various filters with various categories for fruits, vegetables, legumes, nuts and seeds, dairy, protein, grains, seasonings, condiments, all ingredients, and then just a stock, just a view where I can see what's in stock and what's out of stock. And you can always just take your phone, scan of your refrigerator and see what you actually have in stock and what you don't. And this makes it 10 times easier to actually just visualize and understand the patterns of what you usually buy and what you typically don't. Sweet potatoes I don't, so it's always great to update this just to ensure that you have all the veggies that you need. Legumes, same thing here. Nuts and seeds, dairy, protein, same thing here. We have ham, we have bacon, egg whites, eggs, and right now I do have salmon, and then I have shrimp. So now you're aware of like what you have in stock and what you can make at home. So this is super convenient, and you can update this every weekend when before you're making your grocery list. This BBQ chicken protein pizza. So these are the ingredients. The recipe calls for green onion, red onion, chicken breast, mozzarella cheese. So what you can do is just, let's say, do I have green onion, add that to the grocery list, and you can look on your pantry, this is another view, and it'll say if it's in stock. So I know that green onion is in stock, so I can check mark that. I already got it. Always create a new page and add it to your database. So food item, let's put red onion, add category. So I like to include like the benefits, the nutritional value, just to include like a little icon. So I'll put an onion, so a red onion. And another thing that I have on my meal planner is a just nutrition guide. So this is a general nutrition guide in case you don't know what vitamins do, what minerals do. I created this for my own convenience, but I hope this helps. You have all the recipe vlogs, as I mentioned, bloggers who have really good recipes that are healthy, really inclusive, PCOS, healthy desserts, anti-inflammatory dinners. So if you're someone who, like me, you're struggling with acne, you're struggling with so many, hormone imbalance, these options are really good for you. They're gluten-free, vegan, vegetarian. There's just so many options. And it's just really fun to try new recipes, explore different flavors, explore different tastes, and see what works for you. We create a system based off that, because the more you create, the more you make these recipes, the more you try them, it's like adding a new tool to your belt where you're able to no longer use this as a reference guide. So this is just a way for you to begin as a beginner, to start fresh. You know, I want to start eating healthy, I want to do a 75 hard. Yeah, this is the overall meal planner, and I hope you all enjoyed watching this video. Write down, what are you guys meal prepping? What's been your favorite breakfast, your lunch, or dinner? Let me know in the comments below. Click the link below in the description so you can copy this template onto Notion. Thank you all so much for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe, and I will keep making videos like these. I'm hoping to post more videos regarding my major information systems, and my goal is to reach 100 subscribers by the end of this year. I know that's not a lot, but let a girl dream, okay? Let a girl dream. So I'm gonna be posting every week. Hopefully I'm trying to stick to my content calendar, and I'll see you all in the next video.